Hello, my hearties. A very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McCLUE, and we are, of course, live on the big one. Welcome, 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 I say. It's 7:28, I should say, and here I said 7:29, getting ahead of myself. 7:28, and it's Tuesday, the 11th of February. So I thought I'd better come on and just say hi to every single one of you, and a big DINKY-DOO, of course. Excellent stuff. There we go. We've been keeping out your road because there's a lot of football on, and I know you like your football. So there we are. But I thought, no, they've had enough football, and they could do with Scottie McCLUE tonight, just for a quick pop-up and a quick chat. So tell us what's what with you. We're very, very interested in hearing your story. Tell us where you're watching from. That's always very, very important as well. There's Professor Numptyhead. Well, hello, Scottie. Hello, Numptyhead. Now, I was hoping to sneak on without you noticing. I tell you. So there you are. You're late. Well, I'm late for Saturday night, but I'm on time for this Saturday, I would say. Hello, Scottie from Atlanta, says Michael T. Michael T, we love you in Atlanta. Hands across the sea. Evening, Scottie from Motherwell. There, I say to you, how fantastic is that? And Connor has just joined us. Welcome, 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 I say. I'm in Cornwall, says the wonderful Paul Glover. We know you from old Paul in Cornwall, and we love it. What's up with the funny hat? Nothing. The funny hat is absolutely fine. I don't think there's anything up. There might be maybe a thread hanging down, but that's the worst of it, you know, so there's nothing really up with it to speak of, I can tell you. RWO says, hello, Scottie, I hope you're well, my awesome friend, Rick. It's always lovely to hear from you and DINKY-DOO, I say to you. Now, there we go, lots and lots of you coming and joining us. This is wonderful. Who do you think will win tomorrow, Celtic or Bayern Munich? Well, of course, I'll be shouting for the hail, hail, and I hope every Rangers fan will be cheering Celtic. You know, I think we need to introduce this to Scottish football. If a Glasgow team are playing somebody else, then we support the Glasgow team, whether we're Rangers or Celtic or whatever. Sean says, hi, Scottie, we'll be watching the game tomorrow. I might tune in. I'm very tight for time at the moment. I'm really quite maxed. Are you a fan of Leeds United? I sometimes get a wee bit Leeds, to be honest with you, but I'm more a Manchester United man. And bless Dennis Law. There we are. I don't know if you saw, and Sir Alex was interviewed tonight, and I thought, I used to work a minute away from Old Trafford. Are you a fan of Hibernian? I think everyone's a fan of the Hibernian to a greater or lesser extent. DINKY-DOO, are you going to bring back the beard? Beachy, are you missing the beard? Do we think I suited the beard? You know, some people said it makes you look younger. Somebody said, oh, it makes you look a million. Nice hat, boss man. Absolutely grime. Hiya, Scottie, are you watching the City game tonight? I don't know that I'll be too bothered tonight by the City game. I'm more a United man. I think you looked younger, says Beachy, with the beard. Absolutely. John Doe says, BBC Radio commentary. Yes, do you want me doing the commentary? Good evening and welcome to Old Trafford. Should we have a Doge audit in the UK? Numptyhead. I would actually do it myself. I would be up for a Doge. So if we get a First Minister who's the spitting image of Donald Trump in every shape or form, I would like him to appoint Scottie McCLUE. Gordon and Oliver say, good evening, everybody. I think that Floatie, Beachy, hashtag Floatie, all in uppercase, the first lord of the internet. I think it's absolutely important that we take a close look at what America's doing and think we could benefit big style from this. So there we are. Scottie, where in Scotland are you from? Do you mean, am I broadcasting, live streaming, talking from? Or do you mean, where am I from originally? That's the thing. Good evening, good sir. Frank, how lovely to hear from you. There's Frank. Frank and I go back, 33 years. There we are. Murray, hello, my old China. Murray, it's just so lovely to hear from you. And I know that it was very difficult to get a break from the Rangers matches. Thoughts on Scottish independence? George, I'm not too bothered because I'm not a political animal, as you know. I'm apolitical. But I think Scotland should be independent, and it should be economically and financially independent. Thomas says, where are you from originally? I'm from the town of Greenock, the green oak tree, and then Maryhill in Glasgow. Yes, and many more to come. Absolutely, Frank. Are you still doing the phone-in, lad? Beachy, we're doing it right now. Do you want to phone in? Put a wee notice up here if you want to phone in, and I'll fix up the equipment for you. So there you go. Absolutely not a problem. We can take a call. We can always take a call, I say to you. Murray, I hope you're well, old China, and taking care of yourself. You'll have used up most of your woodshed with this weather, I can tell you. Did you see some half-wits were talking about banning burning wood and burning... Oh, they need to stop that right away. And I think we should look at maybe opting out of all this net zero stuff. Good evening, Scottie, DINKY-DOO, Laurie, good evening. I tell you, George, thank you very much. So there we go. Well, Brimley boys, we don't discuss individuals on here. We're very much... Frank's retracted his message. What were you saying, Frank? I tell you, your accent doesn't sound Glaswegian. Oh, I think it is, Thomas. I think this is the way everyone speaks in Glasgow. Are you doing a phone-in, mate? Well, JJ, yes, if you want to phone in, we will take your call. There's no problem with that. You've got the number, I can tell you. And I shall set up the equipment. There it's there. It's handwritten for you. So if you're out with the UK, it would be +44, drop the 0, 44141. Yeah, and then you're 6289795. So it's not rocket science, as I said to them at my NASA interview. Not Maryhill, Scottie, it's Harry Mill. Oh, Frank, Harry Mill. There we are, called after Mr. Hill, who was a mine owner. So Maryhill was a mining village. I tell you. Yes, Aaron, you're quite right. Thoughts on darts, Scottie? I've only played once. Somebody was teaching me how to play darts, and I beat him. And he said to me, you're a darts player, Scottie, I tell you. There we are. Scottie, are you from the posh side of Glasgow? Yes, I'm from Maryhill, and that's regarded as very posh. If you're from Maryhill, you are a somebody. I can tell you that. I'm on one of my funny moods, Scottie. Frank, excellent. Let your face know. That's always a good idea. Have you visited Paisley? I was working in Paisley in 1974 to 1975, and I worked in the centre of Paisley, and then I worked on 96.3 QFM. Oh! Who's just given me a lovely, lovely present. Mr. Big Freeze, what's your educational background? What can I say? 2 degrees, a PGCE, an IQ of 164, that sort of thing, and a lot of experience of education. So they're probably over a period of about 50 years. Telephone's going. We'll see who this is. Whoa. You're live at Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, it's Ronnie Taylor speaking.
Yeah, just the first name. Who is it?
Ronnie Taylor.
Yeah, just the first name. So that's great, Ryan. Lovely to hear you.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. We're the better for hearing you. Where are you calling from, Ryan?
Sheffield.
Oh, how lovely. My old stamping ground.
Oh, yeah, how so?
What a beautiful part of the world. I used to be on Hallam FM. and
Oh, really?
Magic Radio.
Oh, nice one.
Excellent. And I was known throughout Barnsley. Hello? Are you with us? We've lost him. What a shame. There we are. Great stuff, though. Good call. Excellent stuff, and it just went a bit bananas with the wind. Good evening. The favourite place you have travelled? Oh, Ryan, right throughout the UK. I'm very well travelled in the UK, but not so well travelled out with the UK, I would say. So there we go. Let's see what's happening here. Who have we got here? Yes, I remember Q96, and they moved to Kinning Park. That's right. Yes, it did. Yes, I am late to Numpty Head. Oh, you're late tonight, Susan. Planet Zero on the way. John Doe, how fantastic. As long as it's not too much net zero. I think that's going to clobber us all. Because you see, when they talk about carbon capture, we've got vast, vast, vast machines that already capture all the carbon. And they are probably known better as trees, you see. I tell you there, so I would urge caution when dealing with any of that stuff. Good evening, Scottie. Hope you're okay. If we could guarantee, if you can say, here's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. If you can say to whoever's pushing net zero, can you do us it for free, right? Or for very, very low cost? Then we'll look at it and we'll see what's involved and follow the science. What did you study in university? I studied, arts faculty. So there we are. I studied drama and theatre, radio and television, all that sort of stuff, I can tell you. And I think I've lectured on them all. Now, who else have we got here? Thank you for your lovely, lovely thoughts, Richard. What are you like? Naughty boy, lovely, lovely person. Just spoiling McCLUE, I say to you. Would say the radio station to listen now would be Radio 2. Oh, here we are. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Scottie. First name?
Lewis.
Lewis, how lovely to hear you. And DINKY-DOO.
Yeah, good mate.
Now then, where are you phoning from? What have you done? You've got another call coming through. Excellent. Don't panic. Multitasking. There we are. Yes, I would say the radio station to listen to now would be Radio 2 or Greatest Hits Radio. Well, you don't have a lot of choice, really, Frank, to be honest. Although, you've got choice in that you've got other names you could look at. But it's very much of a muchness, isn't it? I've always liked... My favourite was Radio 2 when you started off early in the morning with Ray Moore. Do you remember Ray? And then you had Terry Wogan. And then you had Jimmy Young, Ken Bruce. You had Righty in the afternoon. You had, who else did we have? It was absolutely phenomenal. Just a great setup. I tell you, the Radio 2. Then you had, in the evenings. And then you got the organist entertains, listen to the band. All these things, fantastic stuff, I can tell you. Do you mind Ken Dodd? Simon, I knew Ken Dodd. Lovely man, a great man. He was actually a director of Radio City in Liverpool. You are Kenneth Dodd. Kenneth R. Dodd, was that right? Yes, Terry Wogan, absolutely, Frank. You've put Terry Wigan and retracted it. But Terry Wogan, that's right. Yes, I did. Is that right? Cool. Oh, it was fantastic, Simon. And the listenership, I'm trying to think who listened to Terry Wogan in the morning. It was huge, huge, huge listening. And I'm just trying to remember the exact numbers, but it was just massive, I can tell you. Would you ever go back to television continuity? Well, I kind of did a lot of it, Dom, do you know what I mean? And I did go back and do a little bit for STV. There we are. Through the night, when they were doing the Through the Night programme, I did a bit of continuity for STV. But I would think a lot of it's changed now. A lot of your play-out system will be fully computerised. So you're not sort of, how can we say, sitting on a knife edge sometimes like we were. And there we are. Terry Wogan with his jingle, Wake Up with Wogan. Absolutely. Scottie, do you remember Galloway in the morning? Oh, remember it. I was on it. I used to be on it. I tell you, do I remember it? Yes, Robin, excellent broadcaster. I tell you. Hello, Sophia. Who else have we got now? So there you are. But I don't know how much they do continuity, and you don't hear the sort of same cultured voices. Some of the voices are sounding a bit difficult to understand. Also, they've brought in a thing, well, it's been in for a while now. They interrupt the credits of the movie and start shouting and bawling over it. So you're watching a lovely, lovely, serious film, and you've got a wee tear in your eye. You think, oh, that was beautiful. And then suddenly, up comes this voice and goes, well, don't forget there's comedy next. And you think, who let you do that? Huh? You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
It's Lewis again. Sorry about that. It was my mother ringing.
Oh, you're a busy man, Lewis. You're a busy man.
Yes,
yes,
I am.
Yes,
yeah.
Indeed. What can I do for you, sir?
I came to say hi, you know. Lovely radio show, mate.
Lovely thing to do. Where are you phoning from Scotland?
I'm calling from Sheffield.
Oh, there we go again. My goodness, you're a busy man. What a busy boy. So I'll tell you, we like that, though. I find it a bit strange that he's got somebody more important than Scottie McCLUE calling. There we are. That's it. That's got us all interested. Wonder if it's somebody very, very high up. So there. The one on Radio 2 was Whispering Bob Harris. Frank whispering Bob Harris. Bob Harris, wonderful voice. I've met Bob. Yes, he came to the station. So there we are. Hello, talk show Dooder. Wandering Nevada. Wandering Nevada, give me your advice. If you're in the States, would you like a Scottie McCLUE phone in at night on American radio? There we go. I tell you, discussing everything that's happening with the Donald. I think it could be huge, huge. I tell you. Who else have we got here? Thanks for following, guys. Get following as soon as you possibly can. This is amazing. We need another 100 followers right away. I can tell you. Scottie, get the old glasses on. I don't think I've got the glasses here. See, the problem is if I put the glasses on, I can't see you. So there we are. I can put my glasses on if something's at a distance. Opinions on Sinn Féin. Well, I'll tell you, see if you go right back to the founder of Sinn Féin. He was a big monarchist. So there we go. He was a huge monarchist. I'll tell you, who was it again? His name was on the tip of my tongue there. Alfred. Anyway, if you go back to the founder of Sinn Féin, the only trouble about Ireland is they've got a habit of clobbering each other, and they bite the hand that feeds them sometimes. You know, that's very strange. There's Cameron. Cameron says, I worked in STV as an announcer. Way after Scottie sat in the hot seat. Excellent, Cameron. And sure, you're a very fine announcer as well. I tell you, thank you, Ines. You are very kind. Guys, it's time for a general sup. Now, some of you who don't know the Scottie McCLUE show might not know what a general sup is. It's when we take whatever we've got to hand to drink and we sip it. General sup. Oh. Do you know, you just can't beat it. Yorkshire tea. Did you watch the rugby? I enjoy the rugby, Combe. I used to play. I tell you, I like the gentlemanly side of it. Was it James Connolly? No, John Doe, it wasn't James Connolly, although he was quite a remarkable man. If you go right back to O'Connell, you know, where O'Connell Street's called after him. Very, very interesting. No, the founder of Sinn Féin was... Oh, that's terrible. I should know that just off the top of my head. Scottie, a short time, but you know I'm up early tomorrow. Have a good live catch-up. Frank, you take care and get a lovely sleep. Frank is a master baker. Careful now. Scottie, how the devil are you? With Arthur Griffith. Thank you, Combe. Wonderful. It's just as well I've got the rest of the world watching that can help me out. Yes, Arthur. And Arthur Griffith, remarkable man. He was a big monarchist. Very interesting. Tune on the box, Scottie, Mr. Entertainment, you're very kind. 1905. That's right. 1905. I think really if you could say to the people of Ireland, and I doubt this will ever happen, let's all start singing from the same sheet. Yeah? Let's all start singing from the same sheet. That's what Ireland needs. They need to drop all the old violent past and what have you, and stop calling each other names and what have you. Going to Glasgow tomorrow for the big Champions League game. Can't wait, says Jay. Where are you going to Glasgow from, Jay? Hi, Scottie. I've still got your mega mix on my phone, says a Taylor Swift fan. There's a moose loose about this hoose. Wonderful stuff, and that went on for years. Guys, do you know the Scottie McCLUE phone-in is 33 years old? DINKY-DOO, Mr. McCLUE, I love President Trump, do you? I don't love President Trump. No, no, no. I adore President Trump. No, I think the man is making a fabulous, fabulous job. It's just, and he's got them all running about daft. We could do with it in the UK, to be quite honest with you. So there you are. And I'm very surprised that the UK don't absolutely bite Mr. Trump's hand off. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I mean? Whoa! Whoa! You're live at Scottie's phone-in. Who's that? There we go. We don't know who it is. I think we've obviously somebody's at the disco and they must have butt-dialed us. That's what's happened there. Now then, who else have we got here? Oh, fantastic. Have you all followed? Everybody should be following Scottie McCLUE. Right? Very, very important. Everybody should be following Scottie McCLUE. If you're not, then ask yourself what's wrong with you. I'm not saying go to your GP, but you know what I mean. I agree Mr. McCLUE is brilliant. Oh, just fantastic. And great to watch. What a manager. What a manager. You know, partly, did you know this? He wakens up at 6 o'clock every morning and he gets up. Imagine not even giving yourself 10 minutes or half an hour. He gets up and starts business. And I would imagine the White House staff will bring him maybe a wee glass of orange juice or a bacon butty or something like that. I can't tell you. So there we go. Now, we've only got another 5 minutes, guys, so let's get following. Your personality is so theatrical, Scottie. Truly a man of the theatre, a man of the people. I don't know, Scottie boy, Stephen G. David, thank you for following. Very kind of you. Now, Conservatoire. Yes, Joe, I was at the Conservatoire. There we are. Well, in those days, it was the RSAMD, and my old music teacher was a DIP SNAM, diploma from the Scottish National Academy of Music, before it became the Royal Scottish Academy of Music. There we are. Can I request the goodbye song, Lala? Beachy, of course you can. Hello from the Scottish Highlands. I start work at 6:45 in the morning. Mark, what do you do? It's dark in the Highlands at 6:45 in the morning. It's even dark in the Central Belt. But in the Highlands, it'll be dark. I cannot see a thing here. We'll need to get some of that street lighting. Now, what have we got here? So come on, tell us what you're doing at 6:45. I used to get up, when I was going out to work, I got up at 5. How are you getting on, Scottie? I haven't seen you a long while. I hope all's well. Jack, all is well. Lovely to hear from you and DINKY-DOO. Do you play Del Boy? Well, I haven't. But, you know, if you hear of a part going, we'll certainly read the script to see if it's any good. I'm going to the cinema, Scottie. Well, Tam, see if you ever want to watch a movie. Go on to Scottie McCLUE's YouTube channel. Yeah, if you're not watching it right now. I used to listen to you in Fourth, I think, in the mid-90s. Great phone-ins. Chris, thank you, absolutely. And the phone-ins, the reason these phone-ins are so great is because it's the people. It's not to do with me. I happen to run the phone-in, but we do run a tidy phone-in. Tell you what, you can see the change in the light, AM and PM. Beachy, there's definitely a change now. We're getting longer days. Cooperangus still awaits your presence. I think I'll come up to Cooperangus. What's the venue in Cooperangus? We used to have the Webster's Theatre at Kirriemuir. We had Arbroath. I'm sure we had, was there the theatre in Arbroath? And Montrose and all that sort of stuff. So what's your big venue? I thought it was David Attenborough for a second, says Wigan Pete. Wigan Pete, I'll tell you what I'll do, since it's you, I'll do my David Attenborough impersonation. Are you ready? Right, you've got to listen for this one. Nothing is stirring across the landscape. This dark, forgotten tundra. Then we see a slight movement. It's the one occupant of this place, the Arctic fox. Any good? The butchers are shut down in Cooper Centre. Oh, for goodness sake, no Scottish village should ever be without the butchers, the greengrocers. I tell you. Have you ever been to Dunoon, Scottie? Grants, I know Dunoon like the back of my hand. Argyle Street. Yes, Alexander Street. King Street. The West Bay. Wellington Road. Wellington Street. The Bullwood. In Ellen. Armadam. Hunter's Quay. There are the Queen's Hall, the High Kirk, St John's, St Cuthbert's. I think St Cuthbert's still gone. Is it still there? Is it gone? Have you ever been to Turnberry, Scottie? Oh, I know Turnberry very well. Lovely part of the world. I'm saving up to go and stay at the Trump. So I was checking how much I had. So within another 10 years, I should be able to get a night at the Trump Turnberry. Coming to Scotland to scatter my father's ashes. Where is nice? Where was your father from, military girl? You know, I know it's a very serious thing you're saying, but it's such a lovely thing as well. J.D. Donnelly's from the Gallowgate. DINKY-DOO, it's Scottie, says Eric. It is, Eric, absolutely. Never a dull moment, I tell you. Gone too soon, says John Doe. Yes, indeed, John Doe. Guys, I'm going to have to go soon. We are running right out of time, but this has been so wonderful to have you all on. And I'll sing you the goodbye song. Are you ready? After two. Goodbye, everybody, goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Goodbye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. And Cheerio. Bye-bye, my darlings. Good evening, Scottie. It's me in Coatbridge. Vixie, love to have you. Bro, thanks, Scottie. Beachy, no problem at all. Stick your tongues out and say ta-ta. Scottie's got to dash. Dinky-doo. Pa-pa.